I'm back. I don't know if that seems like an awkward transition because I still haven't filmed that part yet, just going in, just saying. I'm just gonna cut the piece of this filming in half and just inserting that sounded inappropriate. Just putting the piece in. So yeah, that's what I would want my fort to look like. That's the first thing that I thought of. 20. What's your favorite kind of sandwich? I would say something like a meatball sub, because I really, 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 really like meatballs. Meatballs are amazing. Like, literally, I could just microwave meatballs, not even with sauce, really, and just eat them, because meatballs are freaking amazing. Then if you're thinking more of like a cold cut sandwich, a lot of the times I'll eat like chip chop on toasted bread, because toasted bread's better than just normal bread. And I will put some mustard on it, and then maybe like some lettuce, or like spinach or kale or something. Most usually lettuce. I'll steal some of the piggy's lettuce. Yeah, that's kind of been my go-to sandwich lately. But I would say favorite's probably still, I would take a meatball sandwich any day. And technically burgers are also sandwiches. So if we're counting burgers though, I need like a breakfast burger. Because, you know, that's when you've got like sunny side up egg, some like hash browns, some maple syrup. Just, like that's a good burger. I mean, literally, I still love it, and last time I had one, I got sick, which was, like, a place that, well, actually, last time I had an egg on a burger, I didn't, because we had that at home, but, like, we went to, a Perkins that we'd not eaten at before, and I got sick, but you know what? That don't even matter, because breakfast burgers are just so good, and they're technically a sandwich, so that would be meatball, but if you don't want to count burgers, then it's a meatball sandwich, hands down. But, like, eggs on burgers are freaking delicious. So 21 is, what's your favorite type of clothing? I have a favorite, and I actually never wear it, is the funny thing. Just, like, something like a sweater. It's just, I don't like going clothes shopping. I don't want to spend my money on clothes when I could spend it on, like, video games, or tarot decks, or oracle decks, or, I don't know, like, stuff. Maybe like fabric. Although I guess with fabric I could just make my own clothing, but just like sweaters, and then you could wear like a button up underneath. Because the thing is, when, like, I mentioned Dick Grayson and Batman animated series is like my fave. And then Dick Grayson, like, when he wasn't dressed as Robin, he was dressed as Dick Grayson. He wore a sweater vest, and just that started my love of sweater vests. I only have like one, but the whole sweater with a button up underneath kind of fulfills that nerdy look that I like. But just sweater vests with button ups underneath, like, 'cause you need them together. Otherwise, what's the point? So I kind of have to mention them as together because they belong together. Which I used to actually have a few shirts that were literally like a sweater vest built into the shirt, so that's a piece of clothing. Yeah, I would say something like that because that's a look. I can't really think of any other type of clothing. I like t-shirts. I mean, literally, I just wear t-shirts and baggy jeans, straight cut jeans specifically. I didn't want anything too, like, slimming. And then I just kept kind of joking, like, literally, like, whenever Nick would come over and I'd be like, look at my pants, they're straight cut, you know, and then me and Nick were like, but we're not straight, and it'd be like, ah. You know, it became like a joke for a while. But yeah, I just wear jeans and t-shirts, not really a clothing, like, person. My fashion sense goes way more into Nevia, my beautiful Ellison, which I guess at this point you would have seen. She's gorgeous. I love her. Like, why can't I be? Why can't I know someone that pretty that could be like my best friend, or like, I don't know, like, be friends with me? But yeah, so 22 is, how do you feel about putting pineapple on pizza? And I am all for pineapple on pizza. I like Hawaiian pizza. And my mom and my brother, they don't. Annie very much thinks pineapple does not belong on pizza. And then I'm like, fuck off, Annie. Pineapple definitely belongs on pizza. What are you on? Like, I like all kinds of pizzas. Like, the one thing, when I was on campus, there was this pizza place, and they always had weird combinations every day. And it'd always be different every day. So what I would do is I would just, come back from class, I'd go to the pizza place, and they always had 2 different weird types that were there. So I'd get one of each. So a lot of the times it'd be like some kind of vegetable pizza. One time I had an apple pie pizza, or an apple pizza, which was kind of like an apple pie, but like thinner, I guess. It wasn't as good as apple pie, I will say that. It's kind of disappointing, but yeah, and just, I don't know, like, I just like all kinds of pizzas. Like, I can't think of a pizza that I don't like, especially since I just like food. Except for chocolate strawberries, those are gross. Like, chocolate doesn't belong on strawberries, although I'm not a fan of chocolate anyway. Chocolate doesn't belong on strawberries, but pineapple belongs on pizza. Like, I don't make the rules. So 23, do you sing in the shower? And I do not. I listen to music in the shower. Like, that's how I know how long I've been in the shower for, which usually isn't long because I take really short showers. I take short showers while my brother takes really long showers. But yeah, I think I might have hummed in the shower a few times. I've really only singed a few times, and that was more so because when you've been up for like over 24 hours and you're in the shower alone, and no one else is up or no one else is home, you start getting paranoid. So there's like maybe like twice that's happened where like I've like kind of like sung a bit to myself under my breath because like I'm just, is that a shadow that I saw? I kind of get like that. I just get kind of paranoid when I'm kind of sleep deprived. I'm almost there. 24 is, have you ever caught something on fire while you were cooking? And when I saw this question, I was like, I got a story. There was one time, I still can't believe I did this, because I've never actually caught something on fire, but this is the closest I can get, and there was, a time, I go through, like, times where I don't feel like cooking anything, really, so there'll be times where I just eat kind of hot dogs. I'll eat, like, 4 hot dogs in a day or something. Oh, the hot dog ones are always so bad because they're so unhealthy. Although I have recently had a veggie dog, and those are like, what, 98% more healthy? Still not good for you, but they're way better for you, and those are good. So I can at least binge on those. and well, I'm not even guilty about the hot dogs though, because the hot dogs are great. I had 2 hot dogs yesterday, and then they went up to the hot dog shop again today, and I had 2 more hot dogs today. But anyway. I grew through these phases. Like, sometimes it'll be hot dogs. Right now, it's ravioli and beefaroni from Chef Boyardee because I was reminded of the old days when you're a kid and you're eating Chef Boyardee and life is just great. And I've just been eating Chef Boyardee because I just have to heat it up, There'll be times where I just eat grilled cheese and soup, and I just dip the grilled cheese in the soup, usually cream and mushroom soup, because cream and mushroom's like my favorite canned soup. But there was one time where I was on like a macaroni and cheese binge, and it was those travel cup things, the ones you just microwave. And I remember my papa had come over and he was talking, and I got distracted, and I could have swore that I put the mac and cheese for the right amount of time, but apparently I must have hit the 0 one too many times. And so my papa's standing there, and I'm just kind of in the other room just waiting, thinking, man, it hasn't gone off yet. Why hasn't my mac and cheese gotten done yet? It's been like a while, right? And then he's like, oh, what is that smell? And the whole house stopped. Like, it was so bad that the plastic, like, was burned. Like, it was black and just gross. And the house smelled like burnt plastic for at least a few weeks. It was so bad. I was like literally on the ground trying to get away from this terrible smell. Like, get it away. That was the most embarrassing cooking moment of my life. So I didn't catch anything on fire, but I burned plastic till it was black. Like, any longer that probably would have caught on fire. So 25, the last question is, if you could have any mythical creature as a pet, what would it be? And I would probably say a dragon. And it's not because, like, dragons are cool, like, Spyro. Which, like, literally, I'm so excited for, Reignited coming out in November. It's just, Spyro, the purple dragon, I literally, like, I was happy when the Crash Bandicoot remastered games came out, but Spyro, he's my dragon. Like, I love him. Like, can I just have Spyro specifically? I love Spyro. So, I played Spyro, specifically Spyro 2, Ripto's Rage. I played that all the time as a kid, so that's why I like dragons. So I would say a dragon. Any other mythical creatures? I like sylphs. I like sylphs and I like, Kisune. They're cool. Those have always been my second and third favorite mythical creatures. I think, is it griffins that people like to say are an arrow thing? I don't know, like, dragons are actually, like, people will be like, dragons are the ace thing. Because, I think it originally started from, it's the one Weasley, Charlie, I believe, is the one that takes care of the dragons in Harry Potter. I cannot remember off the top of my head. But his character very much comes off as ace. From what I understand, just from, like, the writing that he has been in. It's like, and I think, like, literally, the writing kind of, like, implied he was ace, too, with the whole, like, I don't know, I can't remember, but, like, it became, like, a thing where it's, like, I love dragons, like, oh, I'm into dragons, you know, and then it'd be, like, oh, so they're ace, you know, so, like, it was, like, kind of like a meme, for a bit, and, like, people still kind of talk about, like, the dragons sometimes. I think it's, like, griffins or hippogriffs or something that people were like, this is the arrow one. But yeah, dragons. And Spyro's purple. Oh my, everything's a sign. Everything from my childhood is a sign. Oh, it's always so funny when it's like purple like, The Hunchback of Notre Dame being my favorite movie ever, and Quasi doesn't end up with a romantic interest, which is amazing. He gets the love of the city, it's the platonic love, oh my god, like, you know, it's all a sign. Yeah. Anyway, those are all 25 questions, and this is probably really fucking long. I mean, at least the stream was also, like, an hour, so I won't feel bad. But yeah, I just love questions like these. They're so fun. I'm surprised, like, the camera hasn't died. I guess I did charge it, though, so I remembered to charge it. Because I've lately been bringing the charger and just having it sit in my room instead of just having my mom, because it's my mom's camera that I use. But yeah, I just love questions like these, or, like, stuff like this, and playing, like, BuzzFeed quizzes. Like, just doing it with my brother and be like, oh, what did you end up with? Like, I ended up with, I can't even think of, like, any results. Like, I ended up with this, though, and Andy would be like, oh, I ended up with this. You know, like, well, I'm a Ravenclaw, which, like, I am. Like, in the quiz, further says that I'm a Ravenclaw, and Andy will be like, same, I'm such a Slytherin, every single quiz I take is Slytherin. I don't know, I'm just trying to think of, like, BuzzFeed quizzes. This has been a while. We'll, like, just binge on BuzzFeed quizzes. Sometimes together, sometimes not, it happens. But shit like that's always fun. Anyway, those are all the questions, though, and literally, I'm just sitting in my room laughing to my camera, but I'm having fun, so who cares? And I hope, like, literally everyone that does this has fun. Like, it's just, I just love shit like this. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get off and just log off the camera, log on to the game, I guess say hi to everyone, but try not to actually socialize because I am talked out right now, just even from earlier though too. And I'll try filming Ishgard, so you guys will see what Ishgard, well, you already saw that, but I haven't filmed it yet, okay? So you'll just see what Ishgard looks like, and Nevia, who's freaking gorgeous. Like, she's so pretty. And I recently, they had a sale, so I bought, like, Emmerich's outfit so I could have, like, Sir Emmerich's hair for her, and it's just, yes, she's so pretty. I love it. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep blabbing unless I stop. Yeah, that's pretty much it, so I will go do that. You've already seen it, though, so what else? Yeah, anyway, that's it. So I'm Des from Aro-Tarot. This was 25 wacky questions from Lisa from Supportive Tarot, and just, yeah, so I'm gonna log off now before I keep talking. Like, Des, stop talking, stop it! Anyway, I'm going now, so bye!